どうもエルズと申します。2025年の F1 第6戦目の舞台となるマイアミグランプリ開催前、 FIA 公式インタビューに答えた角田選手のコメントを日本語訳と合わせてご紹介いたします。それではどうぞ。
Coming to you now. Let's start with that Silverstone test last week. You did a day in a 2-year-old car. How did it go?
Yeah, I experienced the, I think, classic British weather. So started damp, and we didn't bring any wet condition, wet tires, anything, just because we didn't want to waste any mileage for the driver TPC test. So we wait a quite long time for to get dry up, and also, yeah, unfortunately we got a bit of issue in the end of the days as well. So in the end we didn't drive much, but yeah, still cool experience. I mean, to be honest, it's hard to feel the difference, right? Because it's completely different condition, and it's completely different characteristic corners compared to previous races that I raced in. So also I didn't want to really say something stupid feedback to make the confusion. I didn't want to make it confusion. So I tell the difference what I felt clearly, but other than that, I mean, it was still a good test, I think, for me to get back on good mileage.
3 races in the RB21. How confident are you feeling in this year's car?
Yeah, just needs more time, I guess, to get used to it fully. I mean, I think I'm happy with the progress so far, and I think the confidence is quite there. But just when you push 100% on the limit, in qualifying, which you kind of face, almost first time in qualifying, right? Because you don't really push 100% until then, which I want to, but at the same time, just starting point is always slightly below than where I used to, start with in FP1. So just have to build. It takes a bit more time to build up in each tracks, and in qualifying, most of the time so far, I experienced new kind of behavior from my car, and just not able to sometimes cope with it. But I wouldn't say like car is super difficult. It just needs more time and define where the limit is.
Yuki, thank you for that. It's a very busy room here, so let's open this to the floor now. We will start with the broadcasters, and where are we going?
David Croft, Sky Sports. Yuki, question for you. Sorry, the British weather stopped you running too much at Silverstone last week. But if it's not a super complicated car to drive, where are the bits that you need to work on so that you feel way more at home in the Red Bull as opposed to the Racing Bulls? What are the bits that need a little bit of care and attention, a bit of time on them?
Yeah, I mean, it's not. I would say it's not complicated in sense that to try to drive around. I mean, it's not easy for sure. Like what I felt in VCARB was a bit more lenient, in bit more forgiving with any directions. And definitely, Red Bull has slightly sharper, kind of narrower window that they can form. Which I think being a window and to drive around is not. I mean, it's still not easier than a VCARB, but better than I thought. Initially when I jumped into Red Bull, but just for me, it's the first car after joining Formula One, and since 4 years I've driven the same car. I know how to set up those cars, and where the limit is, so I just naturally didn't have to really think about it. But now, in terms of setup, the setup I tried, for example, a couple of times in Suzuka or whatever, where I thought would be good, just didn't work out. Even in the car I felt quite good in terms of balance, but just in terms of lap time, when I looked, it just didn't really reflect the feeling I had. So those things just come, I guess, from the experience, and sometimes just have to accept the kind of difficulties of the car. Sometimes if you're feeling kind of a lot of oversteer, a lot of understeer, just if still lap time is good, just probably stick to the direction. So those things just is different approach, and there's things I'm trying to learn as much as possible. And so far, team's definitely helping quite a lot with those directions. But just also, just have to get used to it. Even the limit, I just still don't know yet exactly, because I had Q3 last lap in Saudi, a slight push more, and I have massive snap, which I didn't expect for. So, yeah, it'll get there, but I just try to keep my head down and it slowly builds up. But also, I think, also it's just in general environment with me and my engineer. He's a Scottish, so a bit of Scottish mix between Scottish English and my Japanese English. It's a bit interesting radio going on. So those things just needs more time to blend in general directions.
Thank you, Yuki. Next one, Murray.
いかがだったでしょうか。インタビューの内容からもまだまだ角田選手がレッドブルのマシンになれるために努力をしている最中だということが分かりましたね。この後は映像には映っていなかった会見の部分の日本語訳を要約してご紹介いたします。マイアミでのレースについて気に入っている点、いい点はありますか？そしてもしあればですが変えてほしい点や改善してほしい点はありますか？そうですね、コースとか食べ物は美味しいです。全体的に満足しています。特に不満はありませんが、交通渋滞はちょっと。ただ、幸いなことに今年は去年とは違いますね。今のところ不満はありません。いいレースです。TPC テストは最高とは言えなかったようですね。レッドブルのマシンのコンセプトや特性を理解するのに役立ちましたか？サウジアラビアでは今のマシンの半分も理解できていないと言っていましたが、その割合は少し変わりましたか？限界に関して自然と脳と筋肉の記憶に刻まれていきますから、マイアミでは感覚が変わるかもしれない。でもセットアップの理解という点では限られた時間だったのでやり遂げられなかった。マイアミグランプリに向けて少しでも自信につながればいいなと思っています。フランストストはチームに馴染むためにあなたをイタリアに移しましたね。今はミルトン・キーンズに戻っていますか？イギリスの食事や天気はいかがですか？引っ越ししていませんし、その予定もありません。イタリアだと健康的で近くにガスリーがいますしね。ミルトン・キーンズに住んでいた時は隔離期間中だったのでいい時間を過ごせませんでした。F1 では心をリセットするために快適に過ごせる家を持っていることが非常に重要です。イタリアには満足しています。シミュレーターセッションなどでミルトン・キーンズに行くのも楽しいです。マルコはチームに馴染んでいることに満足していると述べましたが、Q3 に進んでさらにステップアップできる可能性もあると語っていました。これには同意しますか？そうですね、ここ数戦は Q3 で全てをまとめることができませんでした。車が対応できる限界を超えてプッシュすると全く反応が異なり予測できないんです。経験を積むこと、自然に身につくことを願っています。Q3 でパフォーマンスを引き出すために改善していく必要があります。予選で上位に進めばポイント獲得のチャンスも広がり、チームと戦略面でより柔軟に対応できるので優先的に取り組むべきです。いかがだったでしょうか。マイアミはスプリントレースのある週末なので、フリー走行1回目からしっかりといい流れに乗ってほしいですね。また今後も F1 に関しての情報をまとめた動画を制作していく予定です。継続するためにもぜひいいねやチャンネル登録をお願いいたします。インタビューの内容について、または動画の感想などコメントでいただけると嬉しいです。それでは。